Bum ba bum 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 ba bum bum bum. Bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum bum. Bye. What's good? Let's go. All right. It's currently 9:17 here, Eastern. Obviously, I'm in Florida. So we are here live on YouTube, ready to take over the world. Woo! Woo! Let's go. All right, so we're looking at what is popping off this morning so far. Popping it off. All right, so we got PECK, PECK, PECK. It's got 1.7 million shares in the float. Small float, big moves. It's up 100% right now. This thing, let me check it out. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it here. Oh my baby Jesus. We got a mover, boys. We got a mover here. PECK going from $6 this morning up there to $14 so far pre-market. Are you kidding me? Why is it that I never can just buy a stock at $6 and then sell it at $14? Just never works out like that, does it? It never works. Has anybody else had that? Have you guys had that luck? I never have that type of luck. It's always the opposite for me. If I buy it at $6, it crashes down to $3. I don't get it. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong here. Look at this move here. PECK this morning from the $6 area now up there to 12, right now 12.38. If you look here on the chart, this thing has popped up to this 14.50 area before, multiple times before. This is not the first time the stock has pumped into a dumped, So there it is. What's everyone freaking out about SYN? SYN. Ew. 90 cents. I don't really care about it. It's got 19 million shares traded, but it's not really the type of setup that we're looking for. SYN here. I don't really like trading stocks under $1. I know it sounds crazy, but hey, if you're into that kind of stuff, go for it. But for me personally, I don't know why, but I've just got a thing, right? I've just got this thing, me personally, where I'm just like, I don't like to trade stocks under $1. I think it's like a psychological thing, or I don't really know exactly what it is, but I've just never had good luck with that. So that's just everybody's got their own opinions. Everybody has got their own way of doing things. So that's what we're looking at right now. We're just kind of going through. You can see what stocks are hot here this morning. We got PECK, CHEK, ALRN gapping up this morning. Looking at the smaller floats here, we like to keep an eye on those small floats. The smaller the float, the more action, the more volume, the more move, baby. So right now, taking a look here at CYTH. CYTH has 1.1 million shares in the float. It's currently up 27% with 3 million shares traded so far today. So let's see what happens here. We'll look at the chart, and we're going to be live. The market opening here in 9 minutes. So put on your boots. Put on your boots, and let's get ready for the party. You can see this morning CYTH, the high 660 area. And people always wonder, why does that matter? Why does the pre-market high matter? Well, I'm always thinking, number one, that pre-market high is going to be resistance. And then also, when a stock's gapping up big, if it doesn't get back above that pre-market high, it's probably bearish at that point. So that's really something to think about. The stock currently is down $1 from the pre-market high, and you can see that 650 area, the sell-off back down there right now, down there to the 530 area. Looking like we got some support there at the 530 area currently. But, we'll see what happens once this starts to get going here. We get some volume at open. PECK with that pre-market high at the 1440 area. The stock pulling back now to the $12 area right now. Looking at the news, here's some of the news. It says PECK company shares surge. after iSun acquisition. Okay. So it says that the stock is up 75% because it announced that it will acquire iSun Energy, a solar-powered electric vehicle infrastructure provider. Ooh. Okay. So it'll be an all-stock transaction. We'll see PECK change its name to iSun. And it'll start trading under ISUN, iSun. PECK said they will continue to serve their commercial, industrial, and utility scale solar markets with rooftop and ground mount solar installations. Along with PECK Data and PECK Electric, it will expand into new markets. So really, this is turning into an EV play, baby. We've got that EV play. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens here. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen here? All right, so that's the news. That's pretty bullish news. But is it enough news to send the stock higher from here? That's gonna be the question. Can the bears get really, really overly zealous and get this move going here? We'll see. If you guys haven't already, do me one big favor, hit that like button. I know it seems like I'm just like this kid on YouTube who's just begging for likes, but it definitely helps me out a lot more. And I'm not asking for anything other than just helping me out by hitting the like button. I know it's a lot of work, it takes a lot of time, but if you could do that, it would really help a brother out. So help me, help you. Let's all be prosperous together. Let's prosper together. All right, so we got a couple other stocks we're looking at here. You can see right now, that was the news on PECK. We just talked about them buying iSun, and now they're going to turn their ticker symbol into ISUN. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty big news, right? The company is going to be working on electric vehicle solar power infrastructure, and obviously everybody's really hyped up on electric vehicles right now. You've seen Tesla. It's madness, boys. It is madness. Have you guys seen this chart lately? Has anybody seen this chart? I haven't seen it. I mean, I've seen it, but it's mind-blowing to say the least. Look at this thing. Oh my baby Jesus. Guys, back in 2019, obviously before the split and all that, or yeah, after the split, now the price showing there. If you had been buying Tesla back there in 2019, I mean, what is that return right now? I mean, even buying it in March, I can't. It's really frustrating and sad and crazy, and I don't really know what to do anymore. I feel like Tesla's one of those stocks where it's just like it doesn't make sense anymore, especially as a day trader, because you look at this stock and you're just like, what do I do here? Do I buy the top? Do I just what do I do at this point? I don't know. I feel like we're getting to a point now where it's just madness, my friends, just complete madness. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you be buying Tesla at the $700 area when it just went from back there in 2020, going from that basically, was it the low $70 area? It's crazy. It's madness. It's absolute madness. All right, so we got about 4 minutes here till the market opens, and keeping an eye on a couple different stocks right now. We got PECK. PECK, I'm probably going to be keeping a close eye on this one at open. I think if it gets back above $13, can squeeze above that pre-market high, that's going to be something to keep an eye on there. Get it? Ion, solar power, ion energy. I don't really know if that applies, but it sounded cool. So we've got right now PECK that we're looking at. I think this is going to be probably, oh, there we go. Going to be the big mover. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. Right now at the $13 area. I think if it can push above 13 here going into open, there should be really no reason that it can't squeeze above that pre-market high at the 1444 area. Although it is very interesting that the stock has reached that level before multiple times. This will be the third time that it's attempted to break through that. You can see here the high on these candles. These are daily candles. 1442 back there in November. and then September 1430. So the stock has been at these levels before. So this could cause a, either a massive short squeeze or the dump. I guess, in theory, I could basically say that about any stock. But there's definitely something going on with this 1440 area. And that's going to lead me to believe that there's going to be a lot of shorts. There's going to be a lot of shorts piling in there at that $14 area, thinking that that's going to be resistance. And that could possibly, over that pre-market high at the 1440 area, could really cause a massive squeeze from there. It's got a small float. It's got 1.7 million shares in the float. So it's a small float, big chance of a big runner. So we got 2 minutes here till the market opens. PECK, we'll see what happens if it can break above that 1444 area. I think, looking at the chart, not really. I don't even know if you consider this candle over here. What do you want to say? The next high being, we'll just say like mental resistance being that kind of $18 area. And then after that, 26 here. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. There's always a possibility here. But look at this stock. Look at this chart, though. It is. This stock likes to pump and it likes to dump, baby. It's literally done this how many times now? Crazy. Look at all these pumps and these dumps. Imagine being a investor. I guess, if you were to buy in back here $3 in October last year and selling for that squeeze higher, it's madness to say the least. But we'll see what happens here if PECK can get going. We got about 30 seconds here till the market opens. And this is going to be the main watch. I think everyone's going to be watching this one as it's up 100% on the day. It's got 5.7 million shares traded. Everything. It's got the recipe. It's got all the ingredients for a squeeze, baby. Especially, I like the idea that it's right there at that resistance. Multiple resistance there. Resistance. So over 1440, that's what we're looking for here. I think really just over $14. If it gets over $14 again, it should probably just kaboom to, $15, $16, $17 pretty quickly here after we've, get some real volume on it here at market open. So we got about 10 seconds here. Let's see what happens. And can this thing get going over 14 and squeeze up there, $15, $16 area from there? Again, be very careful, guys, if you're trading this, because obviously there's a big possibility that this thing just dumps as well. As as the chart shows, it likes to pump and it likes to dump, my friends. Watching $14. See if it gets a break over 14 here. Let's see if we get this break over 14. 1350, holding it down right now. So I would say over 1350 should get the party going here. Got to hold this $12 area right now too. Would be our support there. So might get halted to the downside here. Ooh. You got some volatility here. We got some volatility, the SPY going from red to green this morning pre-market. Get some volatility here on PECK. This first 1 minute candle. What major in college would you recommend for support stock market interest? Don't go to college. That'd be your number one bet here. Okay, we're looking for this break over 1350. We'll see if we can get that push up there to the 14s. Just kind of watching here. That $12 area holding there as support. And looking like she wants to push over 1350 here. Can she go? Get some more volume to come in. Get this to squeeze. Get this to squeeze. Looking for a break 14s. Looking for a break over the 14 here. The longer that this sits at this area here, the better the chance of this thing just goes straight to the moon and squeezes up here. The longer that this thing just sits at 13, it's just going to be more of an explosion to come if it can hold this area here. The bears are getting nervous, my friends. If I'm a short right now, I'm getting real nervous. I'm getting real nervous here. It's questionable. Can she go? 13 still trying to hold there. Impressive how the battle right now, this consolidation. That means there's going to be a big move one way or the other right now, obviously. So over 14 should get the squeeze going, get a nice, I think we get a nice halt over 14 here. And then obviously under 12 being very, very bad, get a big drop. So it's on, it's battling. Look at this $13 area just battling right here. Just absolute battle. Line in the sand. Sand in the line. Where are the shorts going to get squeezed here? Are they going to get squeezed? $12 pulling back there. Looking like she wants to drop hard. Up, down, all around. Might get halted to the downside here, actually. So the battle. The Bears winning the... Oh, is it getting halted? What's happening right now? Seeing what else is popping off right now. CYTH here. CYTH from the 530 bear area up back up there to the 560 right now. PECK still kind of bouncing off this $12 area. Just keeping a close eye on it right here. I'm like, what's it going to do? This could just be one of those big old green boner candles. The longer that it kind of holds in this area, the shorts are just waiting and watching. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Oh, man. It's a battle right now, my friends. Quite the battle. I'm actually really impressed on how much this is just kind of battling here. Was expecting a much bigger drop or a much bigger pop here at open. But it's really just kind of battling here right now at the 1150 area with $12. I'm just expecting the longer that it can hold here, the better the chance of a big, massive squeeze. We got TATT halted here, going from 460 up there to 448. So TATT is now halted. It's only got 45,000 shares traded. So we'll keep an eye on that one to see what's going to come. And that was halted basically at 9:34. So we got, what, 5 minutes till that is going to reopen there. PECK still at this $12 area right now. The shorts, obviously, I want this thing to crash down. But the longer that it can kind of hold that $12, the better chance that it just goes to the moon here. Just a better chance. Oh, it's getting tight. It's getting tight, boys. Expecting a big move here. It's gonna break to the downside, looking like. A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. Look at the volume, though, dipping. Volume getting really low right now. So that could get us a big, big old green candle here in a second. I know I'm basically going back both ways here, but we're really in the middle of this price action right here. On the bottom of this channel, and the top of that channel, just consolidating here. So they're kind of just waiting to see which way this wants to go. No real reason to just try to jump in here, because let's say you jump in here at 12 and it just waterfalls down there to $10 really quickly. You just let's let the stock make up its mind before we make up our mind of which way we want to go here. Oh man, it is looking interesting. Got some more volume coming in there on the buy side right now. Volume coming up here on the buy side. This could 12 again bouncing. I'm really impressed right now. I'm honestly really impressed on how well or how much of a battle this is right here on PECK. PECK. ZOM going to the moon. Tim's got 500 shares at 43 cents. He's waiting for that $2 move. There you go. Okay. I like it. I like your enthusiasm, Tim. I like it. You don't go chasing waterfalls, baby. Don't do it. I can't. Honestly, I cannot believe this right now. This is very, very interesting how this is just kind of, I don't know what it's doing. Just $12. Who would have thought this stock would be at 12, would be just sitting here at $12 for the first 7 minutes of the market open? I wouldn't have thought that. I definitely would not have thought that by any means. So TATT is halted here at the 540 area. You can see this thing has made some big moves in the past. Some big old moves in the past here. TATT has a 3.2 million share float. This is a aircraft engine and engine part manufacturing company here. BNGO, P-Man, he's back with his short. He's still short, I guess. 2021 short of the year. Oh, wow. Short of the year, he says. He's ready to make some money. So PECK looking like it's going to just wash out here. Not giving us that move we're looking for. I don't know. Z8, what's that? TATT is going to reopen here. It was halted at 934, so it should reopen here pretty soon. See what happens here on TATT. Only 45,000 shares traded so far, so just kind of sitting back to see what is going on there. CYTH, calling that one out, or Nesto. We talked about that one. Hold on one second. Let's see what happens here on TATT. Getting a pullback here. Might get halted to the downside. Oh, no. It's going to get halted to the downside here. Looks like a halt to the downside is coming here. The SPY rallying right now. Look at this thing. TATT dropping from 6 back down there to 5. There are shares of short, but there's really no volume on it. There's only 120,000 shares traded. We'll see what happens. I don't know. CYTH. I don't know. CYTH, I think as long as it's below $6, it's bearish at this point. You can see these wicks on the tops of those last two 1 minute candles. So the seller is stacking up there at that $6 area now. And PECK, it's still looking like she wants to go here. We got Mara making a move here. Going up. It's from $11 up there to $11.65 now. Making that move. Riding that Bitcoin wave. CHEK kind of just starting this weird triangle thing out here. Looking at what is popping off right now. Everything's kind of popping and dropping. This thing here from $5 back to $5.47. Not really sure what is the story with this one. TATT, really low volume. Only 175,000 shares traded here. It's just kind of jumping around here. Just jump around. Jump around. Keeping an eye on all the hottest stocks today. We got this stock here, SYN, from $1 up there to $1.26 now. Making a move. It's got 42 million shares traded so far. It's got a big float. Not in love with it. Not in love with it for a massive move by any means. PECK, it's still holding on, my friends. It's still holding on here. $12 area right now, holding on there. I think there's possibility of a squeeze to come. I don't know about you guys, but it's just looking like the shorts could just get blown out here. If this thing, look at the volume through this move to the downside here. Hasn't really had any big spikes in volume selling wise, so it's still just consolidating here at the $12 area, giving us hope that it could go to the moon here. BNGO reopening down there at the 430 area now. Okay, okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. PECK looking for this to do something here. I really had high hopes for this, but I guess that's what happens sometimes. Really thought we were going to get some type of magnificent move today on this. That small float, the news of the EV, electric vehicle, solar panel charging stations and all that, and I don't know. We'll see. Just keep it. I think the longer that this sits at the $12 area, the better the chance. How's a BTBT doing? That was the big mover the past few days. BTBT yesterday had a high up there at the 31.80 area. You can see it pulled all the way back down there to the 28s, and then today 25. So it's down 12% today. So yesterday BTBT making that big move, but now just kind of pulling back there. Just kind of sitting on my hands here, waiting for something to really percolate, give us an opportunity to really have an edge here. But right now, it's just not happening. So, not really happening here. You can see the breaking out on a volume scanner, showing a couple stocks there. Couple stocks popping up there on the scanner today. Kind of looking through here, seeing what's popping off. Panav Java made $50. Congrats. In the matter of 2 minutes. Welcome to day trading, my friend, where you can make money very, very fast, and you can also lose money very, very fast. It's great. It's really a lot of fun. It's just a very fun thing. Mara up there to 1180 now. Squeezing. Trying to go for that $12 break, you think. $12 break here. Looking at resistance here on MARA, that 1250 area being that next resistance. This thing's looking very pumpy and dumpy as well right now. CHEK here, trying to get that push above a 3. Trying to pull back here. Looking at the 1 minute chart down, pulling back to the 276 area. Getting denied there at the 275, but let's see if this can continue this price action, get above $3. Looking at the chart here, big old gap in the chart. Looking at the 5 minute chart, we can see that pre-market high at that 290 area. Need to get that push here above 290 to get going. BNGO, I already seen it. From the 440 area back up there to 5 now. On BNGO, halted again. These halts, man, they're just killer. Account killers. Them halts are account killers. So CHEK pushing up there to the pre-market high at the 292 area, getting denied, not letting it go to the moon. Just wouldn't go, would it? Just wouldn't go. So that's always a bearish sign. Bearish sign, I would say, right? It's bearish sign to see it push up to that pre-market high and then pull back from there. If you guys haven't already, do me one favor, hit that like button. Let's go. I know you guys are busy, pressing buttons, making money and all that fun stuff, but it definitely helps me out a lot if you guys can, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, all the buttons down below. Just hit them all, baby. Let's go. Come on. Start at the bottom. Now we here. Let's go. So PECK right now, guys, I'm honestly, I'm kind of mind blown. This has not made a bigger move. Yeah. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm a little confused. Just a little bit. Support the hype. There we go. So CHEK pulling back to the 260 area, trying to push back up here. This thing's been very kind of pumpy and dumpy as well. Push up there to the 292 area, which was the pre-market high. So kind of watching to see if it gets over 292 here. and maybe squeeze up there to the $3 area, push up from there, and get that move going. It's got a bigger float on it. It's got 42 million shares in the float, so it's not a miniature float by any means, but we'll see if this gets going there. BNGO halted to the upside once again. Don't you worry. It's doing something here. I don't really know. I would say basically BNGO below 560, 570 area. Below basically this area here is bearish on BNGO. So we'll see if it can get above that and get that momentum going again. But right now, just kind of sitting back here waiting and watching. HSDT just got halted with what, 28,000 shares traded. It's got a 1 million share float. HSDT going from 13 to 14 there on that 1 minute candle. Let's see what happens from here. PECK, I think it's done. I'm over it. I'm tired of looking at it. It ain't going anymore. So we're going to just focus on something else for now. Keep an eye. We'll just, keep an eye on it. CYTH pulling back down there to that pre-market low at the 530 area, kind of bouncing off there multiple times and trying to push up here to the $6 area now. That pre-market high is still at that 655 area, so we know that there's that resistance there at 655. But let's see if this can get going. It's got a 1 million share float. Looking at the news today, I guess there's announced that they had positive data from one of their trials. So some news behind it right now. And let's see if this can get going here. We really have not had a big mover yet. We've had some good gappers, but nothing really happening here pre-market yet. Or once in real market hours, I guess. BNGO, like I said, kind of as long as it's below this 560, 570 here, I think it's bearish. Just kind of getting some pops and some drops here. These halts just not really doing us any favors. BTBT from 25 back up there to 27 now. It was down there to the $24 area earlier. Let's see. HSDT halted here. It got halted at 945, so it should reopen here any second. It's only got 28,000 shares traded. I don't really know what to say about this one yet. We'll see what happens, but obviously looking at the daily chart here, got some resistance coming up pretty close to where we're at. $15 area and 16, and yeah, really just a lot of resistance, basically every whole dollar after that. ZOM up there to 59, pulling it back to the 50-cent area right now. A little penny stalker. See a couple guys talking about it in the chat. I stay away from the penny stocks, or at least I stay away from the stocks under $1. It's a personal thing. It's not really no rhyme or reason to why I do it, other than I just don't like to trade stocks under $1. PECK, I cannot believe I was really hyped for a minute. For like 5 seconds. I was hyped for this thing to make a move. But we just have not gotten that move, had we? Just has not happened for us today. Something's going to go. We're going to get a move. Patience, my friends. Patience. ISIG up there to 759 now. Okay. And then SYN halted now too. SYN halted to the downside, back down there to $1.14 from a high of $1.40 here. So a lot of pops and a lot of drops today. Not really getting some action. BNGO from the $5 area pulling back to the 480s now. Like I said, as long as this is below that, I think 560 area, it's just kind of popping and dropping, doing some stupid things. I wouldn't get too excited about it. And we'll just let it be. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. PECK trying to push back up here 12 again. I don't know, man. I still got a feeling, I still feel like this thing wants to just squeeze everybody. Like it's just gonna turn into a massive squeeze halt crazy thing at some point today. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Get a push over 13. Squeeze up there to the high, 1440 area. Can it do it? Can it go all the way? Look at the volume coming up here. It's very telling getting that volume to come up like that. Look how much more volume's coming up through this bullish move to the upside. Let's see if that's going to give us the sign that we need for this to go to the moon. Look at the volume coming up, guys. Look at that volume. We're getting more volume on that 1 minute candle than we've had basically. That was the highest volume candle we've had all morning on this. So, let's see what happens here. Can she go all the way above that pre-market high, 1444 area? I don't know about you, but it's something. It's doing something. It's moving at least. We're still right in the middle of this channel, though, as long as we're kind of in this area. Looking for a breakout over 1350 here. Looking for a break over 1350. The high on these candles right in that area, 1350 area. So I think if we get over 1350, let's get a squeeze up there. Let's get a big old boner candle. Where's the boner candle when you need them? Look at the volume still getting that volume. Look how I was talking about earlier, that consolidation. Look how much that volume is just low, low, low for quite some time there on this stock. And now volume spiking big, going from $12 up there to $13 now. HSDT still halted here. PECK, what is popping? I guess it just got a lot of pressure, a lot of selling pressure here. That could really, like I said, that could really lead to a big old boner squeeze type candle. And just get it going here. Get everyone to FOMO into it. To the moon, as I like to say, in the circles of degenerates around the world. It's going to the moon! It's going to the moon! Can she break 1350? Again, up to that 1350 area, getting stuck there. I'm telling you, if it breaks over 1350, we're going to the moon, boys. To the moon on here. No. Oh. Up, down, up, down, up, down. 1 minute chart here. Looking at the 5 minute chart. Looks like it might want to pull back some more. Kind of looking similar to the move earlier. But man. Bill Bugatti in the house. The $1 million man with the $1 million plan. That's what I'm talking about. We got millionaires watching this stream. Bugatti owners. PECK just having trouble here, man. Come on. Where's the action when you need it? Kind of a slow morning. We had a lot of gappers this morning, but we just have not had the big movers that we're looking for. A lot of stocks gapping up there. And yeah, it's just having trouble there. PECK just not getting the push. It wants it. I'm telling you, it wants that push, baby. It's telling me, Patrick, I want to go higher. I want to fly to the moon. PECK, it wants to fly. It wants to flap its wings and just fly out the window. But the bears are trying to keep it down. Let it free, bears. Let it go. Let it go to the moon. You can do it. You can do it, little guy. You can do it, little guy. You can do it. Oh, the anticipation is killing me right now. The anticipation. My heart can't handle this anticipation. This trepidation. Anticipation. Over 13. Come on. Let's see it. 1350 area. Get that break. Give me a squeeze. I want to squeeze the 15, baby. I want to squeeze. Whenever I go live on YouTube, there's never like any crazy. We don't ever get any crazy movers. Why is that? I swear it's all rigged. The stock market's rigged. It don't like me. It don't want me to win. I'm a winner trapped in a loser's body, man. Oh gosh. I'm a winner trapped in a loser's body. I know how to win, but I just can't do it. Just can't get going. Hey, look, we got another win here. Rolando win. He's like your other friend, Lock win. But we got another win. That's cool. Lots of wins around here. So just watching PECK here, I don't know. I feel like this has got to go, right? It's just gotta, it wants to go. I'm really surprised it didn't go earlier though. That all that volume came in there and we just didn't really. I guess we went from 12 to 13. That's a pretty decent move here. But can she keep going over 13? Squeeze up there to 14s or higher. What are my thoughts on SPAC plays? I mean, if there's momentum, if there's action, we play it, baby. I don't really care what it is. And that's what it's all about. We're looking for opportunities. We're looking for volume. We're looking for action. Action, volume, ferocity, all that stuff. Oh my gosh, this thing is battling, man. If I was a short right now, I would be very, very, very scared. If I was a short, I'd be very scared right now of PECK. Because I'm like, man, this thing's going to just boner candle right into my face. And I say that in the most respectful way. Play Call of Duty, you'll have more action. I could. Maybe I'll just play Call of Duty from now on when I'm live on YouTube. I wonder how many people would watch that. Probably not many because I'm not that good. I'm actually kind of good on mobile, but I think a lot of people are really bad on mobile, so that I can kind of pretend to be good if I play mobile. PECK 1250. What's going to happen here? That's fine line in the sand here. Can she get going? It's like a battle here. Boner candle was Sean's nickname in college. I don't know if I'd tell anyone that. I would maybe keep that on the DL, Sean. Just kidding. Breakout over 1350. I agree. I agree with you. I'm right there with you, brother. Right now, it just doesn't want to go. It's just tight. It's looking very droppy right here. Looking very droppy. Oh, droppy. Can you play Call of Duty Mobile with the controller? I've been playing with the actual screen. Very, very droppy there on PECK. Just not going. Now is it halted? Halted. PECK halted now at the 1150 area. Very, very droppy. Very droppy, very poppy. Call of Duty Mobile is so easy. Well, if it's so easy, why is everybody else so bad at it? That's what I'm wondering. If Call of Duty Mobile is so easy, then why am I so good at it and everyone else is so bad? SYN at the 140 area, pulling back down there to the dollar area. I feel like if I played Call of Duty on my phone and I played with the controller, it's just like cheating. Just wouldn't feel. I feel like it wouldn't be fair. Just wouldn't be fair, would it? JAGX here, JAGX at the 283 area, looking for a break over 3. Pushed up there to the 299 area multiple times. here on the 1 minute chart. Really a slow morning. We had some big movers this morning. We had some big gappers this morning, but right now we just have not had the action we're looking for here. Someone's talking about RIOT from the 1440 area up there to 1690. What is happening, my friends? What was I just looking at? JAGX pulling back. Had a lot of stocks. A lot of stocks up big. A lot of stocks just not going. So a lot of stocks just not going. Is this a small? Is the small cap usually like this in January? No, I wouldn't say they're. I'd say it's kind of a wall. I mean, kind of a up and down, kind of slow. It's hard to say that. Oh, you know, it's hard to say. You know, oh, it's. It's hard to say that there's like, I don't know. I hate to say that, oh, there's a better time of year. You know? I think if the action's there, the action's there. PECK is halted. Yes, we talked about that a while ago, Tim. Where are you guys at? I guess maybe I have a delay. We got JAGX looking like she wants to squeeze maybe over 3 here. Squeeze back up there. Can she get going? The SPY right now going. XPEV down there to the $42 area. Recently had a high at the $73, $74 area and pulling back there. So what do I feel about the solar this year? Yeah, man. I mean, it's, you know, I don't know. I try not to have feelings. I just try to trade whatever's kind of the action. I don't know. I've never really had much. I've never had much good luck by having feelings. You know, I'm just kind of like, if the action's there, we're gonna trade it. No real reason to I don't know, to do anything else differently, I guess is the way to put it. JAGX looking for this push over 3. Can she go all the way here? Squeeze up there above $3 here on JAGX. This thing's been you know, pumped and dumped a lot in the past. So there's a possibility of a nice little squeeze to go here. See if we get a break over $3. Got a float-wise, we've got JAGX. Float-wise, you got 59 million shares in the float, so it's a larger float. But this thing has definitely been around the pump and dump circle a few times, if you know what I mean. Just one of those days, my friends. One of those slow days. PECK at the 1150 area halted to the downside there. Just could not get going above that $13 area. That pre-market high there at 1440, holding it down. Even with that small float, like I said earlier, I'm kind of surprised, I guess I should say, that we just couldn't get going there, could we? So I guess it is what it is. All right, again, I literally hate having to say this, guys, but there's 160 of you watching, and there's only 80 likes. It really helps me help you if you hit that like button. I know it is a lot of effort. It's a lot of work. It's not easy. It takes a lot of your time. But if you could just spend a little bit of your time today helping me help you, it would be really appreciated. I know. I don't know why everyone's so stingy. Everyone's so stingy. Everyone's so stingy to give out likes, you know? So XPEV, this thing pulling back there, $42 area after a high up there at the 73. And yeah, well, we talked about this one back, I think it was like October of last year when it was down here at the $18, $20 area. It squeezed all the way up there to 73.97. So beautiful move there on XPEV. And now starting to kind of pull back to the overall median range there at that $42 area. You can see that's where it consolidated before it made that kind of just big, massive move to the upside. So it's kind of getting back to that median price range there. PECK not holding right now. I mean, well, not reopening right now, but looking really dumpy right now. I'm just kind of going through here, seeing what's popping off. If there is really anything. I haven't seen anything. The scanner is pretty much dead. It's pretty much dead here. We've had a couple little stocks bouncing around here, but as soon as they pop up, everything gets crashed back down. CHEK, what do I think about it? You know, like I said earlier, below that 290 area, just not having the potential to get going. The SPY this morning going from 367 pre-market, going from 367 up there to the 370 area. After yesterday's sell-off, they got that pullback there. What's the situation for tomorrow? I don't know. What is the situation for tomorrow? I guess the Electoral College votes tomorrow, right? Isn't that what happens tomorrow? I'm pretty sure. You can see here, looking at the scanner, everything's slow right now. Just not going, not making that move we're looking for. Oof. Cracked my neck good there. Like I said earlier, had a few gappers this morning, had a few big gappers, but just not getting the action we were looking for, the follow through, I guess you could say, after the market opened there. So kind of just slow overall performance here. Looking through what's popping off and what's not. I'm impressed how well the SPY has recovered there, though. PECK is still halted here. It's been a 10-minute halt. They still have it halted. What is happening? Pretty much just going through here, looking at all the stocks we looked at this morning. Everything is just looking really, yeah, nothing. Nothing happening. Across the board, just nothing happening here. BNGO trying to push back up there above 570 now. What's the float on BNGO? BNGO's got 153 million shares in the float. Kind of an interesting one. CHEK going back up. What? It's $2.50. Is it going back up there? I don't know. PECK reopening here at the 1085 area now after that halt there. See if it'll, I don't know what it's doing here. PECK looking like she wants to dump again here, back down to the $9 area. Let's see if we get the dump. Can we get a dump, Rooney? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. $9 coming up. PECK. Why buy it now when you can buy it later for a discount? The $1 million question. I don't know, guys. It's one of those days. Nothing popping off. Nothing really looking hot. We got a couple stocks, that are making little moves and doing weird things, but nothing to write home about. We got MRKR pushing above $2 there. 210. Trying to push up there on MRKR. XBEV still selling off here. Not much. Not much moving, not much happening. Just another day, another dollar here. So just kind of sitting back, waiting and watching to see if we get anything to happen here in the next couple minutes. If not, I might just call it a day here. I'll tell you one thing. One secret to life as a day trader is you don't need to make trades every day, my friends. You don't need to do it. You just got to stay alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Bitcoin rallying back up there above 32,000. Crazy. It's absolutely insane. It's insane. Bitcoin. Absolutely insane here. Trading Bitcoin it'll definitely take years off your life. It'll definitely take years off of your life. So, I don't know. I think maybe trading in general will take years off your life. The stress alone. The stress alone. MRKR from this 170 area, pushing back up there to the 220. Doing something here. Not really sure what is going on. Look at this chart here, the 5-minute chart here on MRKR. Looking very, very suspect here. CYTH trying to push back up there, 620 area. Like I said, that 655 area needs to break through here and try to get that move higher if it's going to go. If it's going to go, it's got to go. You know what I mean? If it's going to go, LTC, Litecoin, it's all going to the moon, baby. Cryptocurrency to $1 million in the future. Maybe. That's what they say, right? That's the saying. I don't know. I think we got to have another big crash in Bitcoin before going to the moon again. I don't know. I just feel like it's a little overexhausted at this level. But hey, I've been wrong before. I've definitely been wrong before. Is it crypto to $1 million or fiat to 0? Well, if crypto goes to $1 million, that probably means that fiat has went to 0. So it's not good for anybody. It's not good for anybody. Mara breaking over 12 here, following Bitcoin up. The problem with these moves is just, I know it looks like, oh, it's cool. Like, you know, it's just not the price action that we're looking for. Hey, Frederic Music, what's good? What's poppin'? Brand new whip. Just stopped in. Love from India. Hey, I love you too. From Florida. Love to India from Florida. MARA up there to 12.15 now, pushing. Again, trying to push here. Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin. Going through here, kind of looking to see if there's really anything going on anywhere. BNGO having trouble there at the 580 area now. Dun 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 dun. Lots of pops, lots of drops, and a pretty boring looking morning so far. This stock here, JAGX, looking tighter and tighter for that break over $3 here. I think, yeah, it's definitely looking like she wants to break out over that $3 area. You can see $2.99 being the high. So I think maybe over $3, get a 10, 20 cent move. This does have a massive float on it. So I don't know, guys. You know, sometimes you just don't know. Tesla. We talked about this one earlier. Oh my gosh. $734 now. You know what makes me really sad? It makes me depressed, I guess. Is I don't know. I just couldn't. I don't know. I guess, you know, it's always the you look back and, you know, what the shoulda, the coulda, the woulda. But yeah, no. Back in 2016, 2017, you know, I just I don't know. Like, no, everyone told me that Bitcoin was that Tesla was overpriced. You know, it's like that was the moral of the story back in the day. Everybody said that Tesla was overpriced. And now here we are, and Tesla's at a insane valuation. And, you know, I'm sitting here like, why did I ever listen to anyone in the first place? Why did I listen to anyone? I should have just bought tons of Tesla. Why are you sitting idle? As a trader, you should be making money every minute. Do something. I'm waiting to see. Yeah, that's a good way to end up losing money as a trader. Doing something every minute. That's a really good way to end up losing a lot of money over in time. MARA up there to the 1230 area now. The thing is, on a day like today is the kind of day where you end up, maybe you take a couple trades and you end up losing money. You end up getting out maybe for small losses or maybe small profits. But it's one of those days where it just grinds you up. You know, you might have one good trade, you might have one bad trade, you might just end up trying to make something happen. But it's like if the market's not giving us opportunities, it's obviously saying like, hey, if the market's not giving us opportunities to trade, then we just don't get the opportunities. It's slow. Nothing we can do about it. It's just the way it is. PECK at the 1050 area now. It's this one's done. I would say that PECK is done. I don't know. It's so frustrating. So frustrating to look back on all the stocks that I owned back in the day here. Like NVIDIA was a great example. Back in 2016, NVIDIA If you look, this thing back in the day, 16 was $27. And I remember everyone telling me when it went to 60 that it was overvalued. And then it went to 100, it was overvalued. And then it went to 160, it was overvalued. And then it went to a 286, and then it was overvalued. And look at it now, 534. I don't really know. Ugh. I guess the longer and longer that you trade, the longer and longer that you're a participant of the stock market, the more you're gonna have those stories of stocks that you ended up buying and ended up selling for profits, and then they just keep going higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and they just keep going higher forever. I don't get it. I don't even know anymore. I don't know what to do. As a trader, it's hard for me to be like, hey, I want to buy Tesla at 733, or hey, I want to buy any stock at these prices. Like, you look at every single stock right now, and it's like, I don't want to buy anything at these levels. But who's to say that that like Apple is not $300 by the end of the year? I don't fucking know, Sit here all day long and look at stocks and think like, oh, I could do this, do this. BPFH. BPFH from the 1055 area up there to 11 this morning. The SPY up to 370, pulling back to 369 now. Having trouble there and not getting going. So not much popping off today. It's just one of those slow days. It happens. It's Tuesday. I wouldn't say there's a really a rhyme or reason to why it is the way it is. It's just how the market works some days. Some days you got these really big movers, and other days you just got slow nothingness. And well, today is one of those just kind of slow nothingness kind of days. We had a couple movers, pre-market that I got a little excited about, but here we are. NCTY trying to push up there above 8. This thing's been a big mover the last few days. You can see yesterday's high there at 810. So we'll keep an eye on NCTY here. If it gets above that 810 area, look for a squeeze to happen. Yesterday's high being there at the 810 area, and today trying to push back up there already. So let's see if we can get over 810, get a squeeze going on this stock. NCTY, it's got 1.7 million shares in the float, so it's a smaller float. It's got the ingredients for a mover. We'll see if it'll go here. Back over 8. Push above yesterday's high, being the 810 area from this move. You can see that consolidation there. This morning, opening up there at the 596 area and pushing all the way up there to 750. We're not really sure why we didn't see that happening. Where were you guys at? Nobody else saw this? You guys are worthless. The whole point of the live stream is so you guys can tell me where the hot stocks are so I can buy them. Come on, let's go. NCTY right at $8 right now. Looking, like I said yesterday, that break, that 810 area being the high on the candle yesterday. And then really after that, don't got much in terms of resistance there. So let's see if it'll squeeze to the moon here. Pushing for 8. The high on these candles, 1 minute candles, 805, 805, 805. So still looking for that 810 break here. A little bit of a pullback now. CYTH still inside of this channel. That's 666 pre-market high right now on CYTH, holding it down. See if that can get going from there. Looking, waiting, watching. Just not getting the action that we need right now. So, ooh, 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 ooh. It's just one of those days. You can see the scanner, so you guys can see what I'm seeing. There's really nothing popping off right now, guys. It's you know, there's a couple stocks moving around. You know, there's stocks that are doing things, but there's nothing that I'm like, man, this is, you know, this is really what I want to trade right now. This is the action that I want. Like I said, it's one thing to make, you know, I can make a couple trades, try to grind out a couple $100, but it's like, for what? You know, why create that issue for what? It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I know everybody wants to get rich tonight, tomorrow, and the day after that, but sometimes you just gotta wait and you gotta watch and you gotta look for opportunities. And well, today is one of those days. We're just sitting back, we're waiting, we're watching. Well, we're looking, we're watching, we're waiting, something like that. That's what we're doing. Nothing really popping. So there it is. I don't really know what else to say. I wish I had better news for you guys. I really do. I wish we had a stock that was going up 500% right now. But yeah, we're just not getting it. PECK is just kind of bouncing around here at the 1050 area now. But we've already seen kind of every time it pops up, it just drops back down. So no point in trying to be into that. Okay, so NCTY ended up pushing here for that 810. Got a high of 818 now. I'm going to see if we can take a little bit of profit or take a little action here from that $8 pullback. See if we can get a push up there to 820 or higher. Just can get going. In there, I'm in at 798, looking for a push up there to the 820s. We'll just small size with a stop at the 790 area. If it can go here, 820. There we go. I'm looking for, let's give it a little bit more time. We should get a push maybe 830 area. Probably sell like half up here in the 830s. There we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful move here. Up there at 840 now. 850 coming up. Still got some shares left here. Looking for push over 850 now. Basically going to play this with my stop at break even at the $8 area. Already locked in with some profit. See if we can get a push over 850 here. Then I'll lock in another half of the shares I got left here. Looking for it, looking for it, looking for it. Just letting these last few shares run. If they're gonna run, you know, let it do its thing. Put them back, break even on the stop. Worst come to worst, get out for a small profit on these final shares. Do I ever short? Yes. Yeah. I'll short when the opportunity's right. When the opportunity's right, definitely will look to short. Looking to see if we can get over 850 here. Get another bull flag here on NCTY. Get these last final shares out of here. Let's go. Over 850 now. Let's see if we can get it. We got the break over that high of yesterday's high there at the 810 area, and that's what we were looking at. So, pretty nice little, it's an okay move. An okay move. I wouldn't brag about it by any means, but still gave us a pretty clear breakout flag, whatever you want to call that. So, still got a little bit of shares left here. Let's see if it'll pop some more. If not, I'll get out. get out there. But you can see really these candles here just getting tight at that 810 area, which was the pre-mark, well, which was the high of day yesterday, being that 810 area. And that's what we were looking for, that break over that 810. And you can see that squeeze up there to the 850 now. And let's see, can she go above 850 for that final and last profit target? Do-do, 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 do-do. I'm going to take, oh, no. Oh, give it a second. Oh, here we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. I literally got like 50 shares left. We'll see if we can get a push up to the $9 area with those 50 shares. We'll leave it. We'll just put our stop. I'm going to put my stop on these last 50 shares right there at the 830, kind of the low of that candle. If it pulls back, we'll get stopped out. But we've locked in most of the profits, 830, 850, 860 area. So beautiful little move here. This is what we're looking for. These types of setups, these types of breakouts, the volume coming up there big on NCTY, getting over that high of day yesterday. So obviously we know, if that pushes above that high of day, well, then it's obviously bullish and we get it going there. So up there to 870 now, 866. I'm going to take it all, just finish it right there at that 866 area and lock it down. Lock it down. We're going to lock it down, my boys. Is it okay to ask how much you made? Well, I mean, you can basically look at it like if I bought here at 8 and it went to 870, started taking profit at the 830. What did I start taking profit there? And yeah, I made $1 million. I think I made around 400. I mean, yeah, let me look. Yep. Beautiful. So there's that move we were looking for. NCTY, just need to be patient and waiting for that opportunity. So getting the pullback now. I took my profits there at the 870, above 860 there, that final and last share size. Nice little move here up there to the 870s now. So hopefully you guys also hopefully you guys made some money today, or if you did not make any trades at all, you're just green. And remember, not making trades is basically like making money. If you don't lose money, that you're winning. You know what I mean? Like if you don't lose, you're winning. So just stay focused. Ooh. Just stay focused, my friends. Stay focused. NCTY trying to make a new high over 870 here. This could go all the way to 9. This could go all the way, my friends. $9 on deck. Let's see. 880 pushing up there. Can she go all the way? Yeah, I would say that this was pretty much an A-class setup. A-class, A++ type of setup, especially knowing, that looking at that high of day being 810 yesterday, seeing that the stock is squeezing up there to that resistance multiple times. You can see on the 5-minute chart, getting that breakout, touching that consolidation there. That's the move that we wanted. But I would not, yes. I don't know what, it's overextended. No, yeah, I don't want to be buying now. We were buying at 8, Oscar. Use your brain, man. Come on. I know you're smarter than that. I'm not talking about buying it now. I'm talking about buying it back here on this setup. Too risky, he says. So that's the setup. We talked about it before it happened. Pretty simple little breakout over that high of day from yesterday and up there to 870 now. So you guys had plenty of time to buy this thing if you were going to buy it. Plenty of time to sell. It's been in this area now for what, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And still looking like it wants that $9 area here. So we've got some action. Got some action finally. I was getting a little pessimistic there for a minute. But like I said, I like the setup. I like the volume. Got 7 million shares traded, 7.4 million shares traded. And the good thing about this as well, guys, is that it has only 1.7 million shares in the float. And as you can see here on the scanner, everyone's looking at the scanner. Everyone's looking for opportunity. NCTY popping up there on the breaking out on volume scanner, breaking out on the new high breakout, and making that move up there to the 880 high so far there on NCTY. So it's not rocket science. It's just trading. You buy the lows, you sell the highs, and hopefully by the end of the day, you walk away with a little bit more money in your pocket. As I like to say, a little bit more money in your pocket. Just a little bit. A little bit of money every day keeps the doctor away, or keeps somebody away. It keeps the real job away. It keeps food in your belly. So there's that move, NCTY. That's it. That's it. We done. We're out of here. All right? It's 10:30 in the morning. I'm done. I'm going to walk away. I'm over it. Maybe NCTY keeps going from there. But I think overall, most of the good setups are getting the point. The thing to remember here as well, guys, is every time the stock does, a new leg higher, every time, okay, we make this move up here to the 730 area, we consolidate it. Okay, that's a good move. But then it's like, then we break here. So if this goes to 9 from here, if this goes to 10, every time it keeps going higher, it becomes more and more risky. You know what I mean? It becomes more and more overextended. It becomes more and more risky for a pullback. So that's one thing to always remember. I'm never trying to really buy like the third or the fourth breakout. I'm really looking for like that first or second breakout. And then after that, I think it just becomes too risky at that point, especially seeing that we got resistance just kind of coming up here at that $9 area, and really just kind of in this whole area here. So is that to say that NCTY can't keep going higher? No, but yeah, we should look for a pullback more than anything. So sell into the move up and hold less the higher you go. Correct. I want to be selling into the strength. I don't want to be holding on to the shares and then selling when it's dumping on me. So that's what we're looking for. The 15-minute chart showing that picture pretty well here. You remove these lines and you can see just how overextended this is. Going from 596 this morning, green. It's got to pull back at some point. It's got to pull back at some point. Like I said, there's always that possibility it squeezes higher, but you're just adding on risk. The more and more this goes up, the more and more these setups happen, the more and more risk. What's up with SYN? It's up 133%, going from the 40 cent area the other day. SYN, I guess, is a biotech company. It got pumped recently. Trying to see what the news is. I don't really see any amazing news. So, any know which site? What are you talking about? Which site? I don't know what that means. I don't know what's happening. What you want from me? What site? This isn't a site. This is DAS Trader, broker. It's DAS Trader is the platform. NCTY pushing now, trying to get that push up there to the $9 area. 885 high so far. Again, trying to make that move higher here. Let's see if we get that break to the $9 area. Woo! It's getting the oxygen's getting thin up here, boys. The oxygen is getting thin up at these levels. It's hard to breathe up here. Woo! It's hard. 884 pushing 887, the high so far here on NCTY. We got the breakout over $8. We're walking away with some profit, some money in our pockets. And yeah, it is what it is. There are shares are short here on NCTY. That is something to look at, but I'm gonna stay away from it. I'm just gonna close it out, walk away, take a little bit of profit, and be done. I think that's the best game plan today. Best game plan for me, at least. All right? All right. So there it is. I'm going to get out of here. If you guys haven't already, do me one favor, hit that like button, subscribe button, all the buttons down below. Please help me help you. And, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. We'll be here, hanging out, trading, doing all that fun stuff that we do. I'll talk to you later.